good morning. How are you all? So today we'll see a problem in quantitative aptitude. So have you ever wondered why we are learning quantitative aptitude in engineering? So do you know why we are learning?
Testing your
Skills. Why do they have to test your aptitude skills in order to get into a technical job? How knowledgeable you are. So basically you are going to work for a technical company. You will be working as a developer or a testing person or something based on that company. Okay. So the first round what they are giving is quantitative aptitude. So rather than keeping a technical round at first, they are keeping an aptitude round at first round. So in order to test your cognitive skills. So if you are given a situation, if you go into the company, you get placed, you will be facing lot of situations. That time you have to put your thinking skills, how to overcome that situation and how to solve the problems. That is why we are there giving more importance to this aptitude round rather than technical round. If you are a person with a 9 CGPA, if you are not able to get through the first round, you won't be get placed in that company obviously, right? If the pro comes to your college, you have a 9 CGPA, you get through all the boxes, whatever requirements they have given. But if you don't get through the first round, what it will happen? You cannot go and explain to them, right? I am having a 9 CGPA. Why don't you recruit me? I am good at programming. Maybe you are very good at programming. You are very good at gaming. But you cannot get into that company until and unless you clear this round. So this will help to enhance your cognitive skills mainly. Okay. So today we shall see a problem of seating arrangement. This will help to enhance your thinking abilities. You might wonder, these are all 10th standard problems, 9th standard problems, why I have to solve in college. It's not like that, it's like a situation. Every problem given in an aptitude, you have to take it as a situation. You are in a company, this kind of situation you are facing, not exactly the seating arrangement. You won't be allocating people to sit, but a situation will arise. You have team members in your team and they will be having different problems. You have to allot jobs to each person according to their knowledge set, right? If you are becoming a team leader future, okay? So you will be having 5 to 10 people under your team. So you have to assign job according to their skill set. That is why we are going for this problem. Okay, first we will see they have given 6 boys are sitting in a circle. So here I have taken these cubes as persons, okay, in order for your better understanding. So 6 boys are sitting in a circle and facing towards the center. So could you please put it in a circle and make them face towards the center. So make everybody. So the right side will be, his right side will be this hand. This will imagine this is his right hand and this is his left hand. When you are facing inwards, this will be your right hand, this will be your left hand. That is the first thing you have to see when you are given a seating arrangement. Right side and the left side, that plays an important role. First clue they have given is Rajiv is sitting to the right of Mohan. Rajiv is sitting to the right of Mohan. So take Rajiv, put him to the right of Mohan. Mohan's right hand side, Rajiv should sit. No, right, his right hand is this one, right? So towards his right side, Rajiv is sitting. Rajiv is sitting to the right side of Mohan. Okay, this is Mohan, this is Rajiv. This is his right hand. So we are putting Rajiv to the right side of Mohan. Then Suresh is between Babu and Vijay. Randomly they are giving Suresh is between Babu and Vijay. Vijay, not Ajay. So we have kept Suresh and Babu here. Okay. So next they are telling Ajay is sitting to the left of Vijay. Ajay is sitting to the left of. This is Ajay. Where is Vijay? Towards his, which is his left hand. This is his left hand. So he is sitting to the left of Vijay. Who is sitting to the left of Mohan? Babu is sitting to the left of Mohan. This is how you have to solve. Given a problem, you have to solve this way. In your question papers, you won't be given this way. In that cases, you have to draw a circle. Okay, mark this persons with pencil because you have to erase, right? First, you have to position them with their initials. Then you have to mark them all together. Now you are able to understand. If you are given a problem, you will be able to solve. So now you are able to understand the seating arrangement problem. Now I will give you a question. We will see whether you are able to really solve this problem. So P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W are sitting round the circle. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W are sitting sitting round the circle and facing the center. So first thing what you have to do is you have to draw a circle. And you know now how many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people are there. Okay. So they are facing inwards or outwards towards the center. P is second to the right of T. P is second to the right of T, who is the neighbor of R and B. S is not the neighbor of P. S is not the neighbor of P. V is the neighbor of U. Q is not between S and W. W is not between U and S. U and S. Okay. So these are all the clues they have given you. Which two of the following are not neighbors? They have given the options RV, take down the options RV, UV, RP and QW. So you have to tell me which both are not neighbors. R and B. So now you are able to understand this concept, right? You have different arrangements, seating arrangement, you have linear arrangement also. That is a different problem. It will be given like people will be sitting in a row or a photograph. They ask you, you have a group photo, right, in your classroom. So in that case, they'll ask questions. In first row, some people are sitting, second row, some are sitting. So who is sitting to the right of this person, who is sitting to the next of this person, okay? So this all will develop your critical thinking skills. When a problem arises, you will put your thinking skills there, right? Only with technical, you cannot survive in this world. Even in your classrooms, you have to put your critical thinking skills, right? You do everything at the last minute. Why you are able to do when a job is given, only you have 1 day to time. If you are given an assignment, you do it better when you are doing at the last time, right? Because that kind of toxins will release, your brain will release the toxin only when there is a pressure. So that kind of things will release, your brain will release such things so that you will be able to solve all these technical problems. Okay, now you are able to understand, right? Hope you all understand. Thank you.